Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Today I want to share with you this new lesson is about Lamasery exercises. Is part of our series how to have better results in life, and this is a very good set of exercises. I highly recommend you. So let's get started. So the Lamasery exercises are a set of exercises which all of them are based on prayer to the Divine Mother, and Divine Mother, according to the Gnosis, is a part that is related to the third Logos. So the first Logos is, according to the Gnosis, is Kether, which is in the top. Kether is the Father, or the first Logos, as it is called in Kabbalah. And then we have Shokma, which is the Son, or the second Logos. And then we have Binah. Binah, or the Holy Spirit, is the third Logos. And the Holy Mother, or our Divine Mother, according to the Gnosis, is associated with the Holy Spirit. So it is said that is somehow the how to say, the mother is married to the third Logos. So the Holy Spirit is the husband of the Divine Mother, if it does make some sense. This is, of course, very esoteric principles, but it is important to associate that the Divine Mother is somehow interceding for us before the Holy Spirit. So the Mother, Divine Mother, we have direct access to her. So this is kind of the advantage of having appealing to the Divine Mother, because the Divine Mother can then intercede for us before the Holy Spirit or before the third Logos. And the whole purpose of this intercession is that the Divine Mother then can ask or access all the powers of the third Logos, which is immense powers that we can access through the third Logos. So we can ask the Divine Mother whatever we want to have achieved, and she will intercede for us. So this can be done in a very simple way. We just talk in a prayer inside of our own self, and we talk to her and we ask her whatever we want, literally whatever we want. We can ask her. We can ask for healing. We can ask her to open chakras. We can ask her for youth, to rejuvenate our body, awake our consciousness, for ego elimination, basically anything. You can also ask part of the chakras. You can ask for special powers, special spiritual powers that are usually associated with the chakras. Anything at all, you can ask your mother and she will grant you. I think it is possible even to ask for material things, and she will also grant these requests. So don't be afraid to ask. Ask and you will be given. That's kind of the main thing. So don't hesitate to ask whatever you need. And this prayer, it is done in each and every one of the poses. So some of these poses, I think you can find them in yoga. I think they are part of yoga in some other cases. But the main difference with the Gnosis and these Lamasery exercises is that the prayer is what makes them different. You know, if someone comes and they look at you, you're saying, okay, you're doing this and this pose, it is called in this and this way in Sanskrit. Well, it doesn't matter, because two people can be doing the same pose, but the difference is the inner attitude. So if you're doing the prayer while you're doing the pose, that will make all the difference. Even if the external pose is the same, the internal state is what will make the difference. So let's get started with the first pose. And this pose is called standing and whirling. So you are going to be standing with your arms extended, and you're going to turn over yourself clockwise 12 times. So this is a very simple pose. Let's see one thing here. Let's see if I can show you a video. Where you can see this. Hold on just 1 second. So let me enable the video. Okay, so you can see now the video. This is how you're turning. The video geometry is not the best, but I guess you can get the idea. Okay, so that's how you are going to do the turning. So you're going to turn clockwise 12 times, and it is supposed to be done with certain intensity. With some practice, you will get this done as fast and as strong as you can. Of course, it is possible that you might feel a little bit dizzy, because you're going to keep your eyes open. So when you finish, the thing is that you are supposed to close your eyes, because that way you will avoid getting too dizzy that you will fall. And basically you can start, take it easy. If you do feel too dizzy, you can do it less times or do it slower, whatever works for you. So this whirling will somehow stimulate the chakras. So the chakras will also start to whirl over themselves. Remember, chakras are energetic centers, but they are somehow influenced by our own bodies turning or whirling. So this is very important exercise. So when you finish, you close your eyes, keep your arms extended, and then you are going to pray in this position with your eyes closed. And whatever goal you desired, you can do it. You can do it for each of the poses, so you can devote a few minutes or a few seconds, depending whatever you are asking. And then the master who designed this series of exercise is saying that we can use the Open Sesame mantra. It's supposed to be a powerful mantra, and it is the purpose of this mantra is to open everything that it is related to energetic centers. For example, you can ask for opening of the chakras, you can ask for healing of a specific organ. So he's saying that you can use this mantra, Open Sesame, at least 3 times, and this will somehow enable the opening of whatever organ or whatever situation you want to work with. And this is done on this particular pose. The next pose is laying with your arms outstretched. I didn't find a specific pose for this. The only variation is that you need to put your legs together. So with your heels touching and your feet falling away from each other. So that if that makes sense, that means your legs are going to be together, not open like the photo here. So this is just to give you an idea of how this pose is supposed to be. And again, this is a pose that you are going to just be focused, doing some meditation, praying for the desired goal, and as many minutes as you need to pray for whatever it is that you need. And the next one is a variation of the viparita karanimudra, but this variation of the viparita karanimudra, you're going to do it without the support of wall. So in this particular case, if you need, you can use your arms or your hands to help a little bit with your legs if you need it. If not, then it's fine. And again, you're going to do concentration, meditation, and you're going to pray for your goal. As long as you can do the pose, this is, of course, kind of the purpose of the practice is to be improving your time to last longer every time. But this is your own self-improvement. You don't need to have a specific number of minutes or seconds. You can sustain this pose for a minute, then that is fine. Next time 2 minutes, whatever it is your progress, you can do it. Then in this pose, again, this pose is for sports, of course, but I wanted to show you what kind of pose is. So you're kneeling, but you're kneeling and with your back straight. And then you're going to do 3 pranayamas. We talked about the pranayamas before. So the pranayamas are very simple. You start breathing, let's say with the left nostril. So you're blocking the right. Then as you finish breathing, you block both of the nostrils. And then you are going to exhale with the opposite nostril. I did a specific episode where I talk about the pranayama, so I'm not going to explain this in a lot of detail, but this is how you do it in a very basic way. And then you're going to do again some concentration, meditation, pray for your goal. So you're going to do first the 3 pranayamas, and after the 3 pranayamas, you're going to do the concentration, meditation, and prayer in this position, kneeling. So the kneeling position is very powerful position because we have some chakras or energetic centers in the knees. So that's why a lot of religions use the kneeling position, because it's a powerful position. It has some spiritual meaning. It's more than just the pose on its own. And this pose is called lean backwards. Again, doing concentration, meditation, praying. The only variation is this gentleman here is having the arms in his buttocks. So the variation, I couldn't find a specific image for this. You're supposed to put your arms along the body, straight. The arms are supposed to be straight. You don't need to use them for support. So you're going to part from the kneeling position, and then you're going to lean backwards as much as you can, as long as you can, while you're praying. So this is both a very good physical exercise, but the main benefits for this don't come from the actual physical exercise, come from the internal state, from the praying and the pose all together. Then you're going to put in this position, which is sitting with your arms, with your legs extended and your arms extended to the back. And you're going to do again concentration, meditation, prayer for your goal, as many minutes as you need. And the legs are going to be together. the person in this photo has her legs spread, but that is not the actual pose. So the legs are supposed to be all put together, and then everything else is correct as we have it here. And this pose is called Purvottasana, or some people call it the tabletop. So it's very simple pose. It's challenging as well physically. So all these poses are, they have some esoteric purpose, spiritual purpose. So the main thing about these poses is not so much the pose itself, the physical pose, but the prayer. So that's how you do this pose. And this is somehow called plank. Again, it's a sports pose, but it's actually the spiritual part of the pose that will make it different. So you're going to do your meditation, your prayer. So you can do this probably with your eyes closed. And I think this one is also from yoga, that is called Upward Facing Dog. This is an amazing physical pose as well, even if you don't do it in the context of the Lamasery exercises. It's going to help your back, it's going to help you stretch all your nerves in your spine. So this is a very, very good pose. And again, you're going to do concentration, meditation, and prayer. And from the previous position, you are going to work to this position, which is called downward facing dog. And again, you're going to do concentration, meditation, and prayer. And finally, you're going to do the viparita karanimudra again, but this time is with support. So the viparita karanimudra, as we did it before, concentration, meditation, but you're going to do a special variation of the viparita karanimudra, which is actually the way the viparita karanimudra is supposed to be done. So you're going to exchange the sun and the moon. These are the principles, spiritual principles, energetic principles. So in our solar plexus, we have the solar principle. So what we're going to do during this meditation is we're going to imagine that we're moving the sun to the brain. And in the brain, currently, the principle that we have is the moon. So the moon is going to move from the brain to the solar plexus, and the sun is going to move from the solar plexus to the brain. So we're going to exchange the principles, and this is going to help us achieve the memory, consciousness, awakening. It's a very powerful pose, and again, it's more than just a pose. We did previous exercises, previous episodes where we mentioned the viparita karanimudra, but in this particular variation is a more spiritual practice. So you're going to use your imagination. You're going to use your imagination to see how the sun is coming to leave from the solar plexus and residing in the brain, and the atoms of the moon are leaving the brain and are coming to the solar plexus. So we're going to change the nature. So you're going to use your imagination to see how the solar atoms are coming to the brain and the lunar atoms are coming to the solar plexus. And you can do this, and you can also pray for the desired goal that you want to achieve. So this is the pose completely. And this is really an amazing set of exercises. You can achieve many, many benefits. And this set of exercises have very legendary benefits that you can really change your life in a positive way, physically, spiritually. So So they are really, really very powerful, very effective. I highly recommend you. And let me know what you think about it. If you have some comments or questions, you can use the comment section. And as always, I want to remind you about the opportunity to help me support my work as content creator. In the description of each episode, I include information about different platforms you can use to support my work with donations. If you want to, you can also like, share this episode in social media, and subscribe. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.